If you're searching where to live in Tampa, there's a lot of things to consider, like what is your lifestyle, or whether or not you have a family, or if you're a young single professional. So one person's ideal place might not be the other's. And that's what I'm going to be breaking down in this video, the top 5 suburbs and whether or not they might be right for you. So stick around because we're going to get after it right now. If you're new to the channel, a little introduction. My name is Jonathan. I'm a real estate agent and makes content on anything that has to do with Tampa and the surrounding suburbs. So if you like what you see, make sure to subscribe or tap the bell for notifications so you can stay up to date on all things Tampa. And if you happen to find these videos helpful and you want to call one of these suburbs your home, make sure to reach out to me or my partner James. We'll be glad to help you or you and your family make a smooth move to Tampa. All right, let's go ahead and kick it off with a popular suburb of Tampa, which is called Wesley Chapel. Now, Wesley Chapel is geared more towards families and the family lifestyle, and they have a lot of activities to accommodate the families. So if you're a young single professional, it might not be the place for you. Now, Wesley Chapel is about 30 minutes from downtown. Say if you take downtown, you take the 275 north, you're going to end up in Wesley Chapel. If you're more southeast, you could take I-75 about 30 minutes and you'll end up in Wesley Chapel. Wesley Chapel is extremely popular for families because they have a lot of amenities and activities that do everything to do with families. If you, the most popular neighborhood would be like the Epperson. Epperson has the most famous amenity called Crystal Lagoon. It's like a man-made 7-acre lagoon that has everything from like swim-up bars to man-made beaches to little obstacle courses built on the water to like volleyball and a bunch of different activities. Also, they have a lot of different options in that community as far as housing goes for families. They have anything from like 3 to 1,500 square feet all the way up to your 5-bedroom, 5-bath, upwards of 4,000 square feet, and everything in between. So with this community, a lot of people own like little golf carts, and then they just go from place to place or to the lagoon, which has all the amenities as well. So they also have trails in there, or if you don't like Epperson, they have this sister community which just opened up called Mirada. They also have a lagoon which just opened up. It doubles the Epperson community. That's right, doubles. So it's going to be 15 acres instead of 7 acres. So that's also another option. And these houses in Mirada are miraculous. I mean, they have everything from like very unique styles too. So they have some where upwards of $1 million plus, 5-bedroom, 4-bath. You could totally customize it. So not only do they have these 2 major communities of Wesley Chapel, they have a lot of different subdivisions and a lot of different housing options geared towards families. Most of them in Wesley Chapel offer a ton of amenities, like a lot of trails that you could go on, hiking trails, or they have like little workout stations or things of that nature. Just outside of your community, Wesley Chapel gears towards families because it has a lot of different shopping destinations. Not just like your average Costco or your Sam's, but they have like Tampa Premium Outlets, which is outdoors, and it has a ton of different shopping options as well. And just outside of the Tampa Premium Outlets, they have a lot of things to do, like Pop Stroke, which just opened up. It's Tiger Woods' new facility. It's like a 2 miniature golf 18-hole course, which is very nice. They have like the hills and the bunkers, but they also have like a great restaurant inside of there as well. And if the mini golf ain't your thing, they do have like an outdoor facility inside Pop Stroke that has like your cornhole or like your outdoor ping pong. They even have a screen to watch movies on as well. And just outside of the Tampa Premium Outlets, they have a couple different shopping plazas as well. They do have your Costco, of course, right there, but they have a lot of different dining options. They have a lot of different places. Some of them, which is almost like a Dave & Buster's, and they have your bowling alley, your arcade games, things of that nature. They also have like shops at Wiregrass right down the street from Tampa Premium Outlets, which is a really nice, well-maintained like outdoor mall area, which they have a lot of great food options as well. So Wesley Chapel has a lot of things geared towards families, and there's no really reason to leave. However, if you do need to leave, just take a little short 30-minute drive to Tampa area, and then you could be in the mix of everything. Now on to one of my favorite parts of Tampa and where I live personally, downtown Tampa. Now downtown Tampa is awesome, however it is geared more towards like the young single professional type of vibe, not so much the families. They do have a lot of awesome things and stuff to do for the families, however it is like high-rise living, like in condos and apartments, and no single family homes over here. So if that ain't your jam, I would highly recommend getting something, close to downtown Tampa and just making your way here for all the events and activities. As far as the events and activities, it is awesome. It's starting with like the Riverwalk, which is one of Tampa's main attractions. It's a 2.6-mile trail going from like Sparkman's Wharf all the way to Armature Works, and they have plenty of options and things to do and sights to see, bars, restaurants, views, places just to sit down and take in the atmosphere. So that is very awesome sight to see, and I would highly recommend checking out my Riverwalk video, which I break down to in depth on all the cool spots to go and things to see and things to do, and I'll put that video right here. Now in downtown, they have like the restaurant type of feel is second to none. For instance, they have like Lilac. Lilac is inside of the Addition, and it is one of 3 Michelin star restaurants in Tampa. So that has some incredible food inside of the Addition. Now the Addition is also Tampa's first 5-star hotel, which also doubles as condos on the top, and then the hotel on the bottom. Now they have a ton of amenities inside the Addition, and it is an awesome place to live at. However, the condos will start around $1 million all the way up to $5 to $6 million for the penthouse. So they can get quite costly, but they do have a lot of different condos around Tampa and different options that are a lot lower than living at the Addition. The Addition is at Water Street, which is an excellent spot to be in downtown. Water Street is fairly new. They have a lot of new restaurants and bars. Some of my favorites are going to be like Predolino, which just opened up. It's a really great Mediterranean spot, great vibe, great bar, great cocktails, great food. Right down from Water Street, you're going to have Sparkman's Wharf, which is a great place to be, and it's right on the water. They'll have like the American Victory ship, where it's like a museum ship, and you could go in there, actually on board there, and then you could take a whole tour of this museum warship. Just outside of there is the Sparkman's Wharf, where they have a ton of different food options. They have great restaurants as well, like for instance Battery, which is like an American and seafood steakhouse. They have like Splitsville, where you can do bowling. There's also, you can get some good food there, and they have like different like ping pong and different little activities to do over there as well. Right next to Sparkman's Wharf, if you're into the aquatic life, you're going to have the Florida Aquarium, which they have a ton of different options and different things to do and see all the wildlife in the aquarium. They are expanding the aquarium, by the way, too. They're adding a whole new section, which is going to open up very soon. So I highly recommend checking that out. Further down there, they'll have things like in the middle of downtown, where they have like the Tampa Theater, really like a 100-year-old theater, which is awesome to check out different types of events. They have like comedian shows there. They have like old school movies they play in there as well, and that's also highly recommend checking that out as well. And then they have a handful of bars and restaurants, and all of which are really good. One of my favorites is going to be the Gin Joint. The Gin Joint offers some great food, great atmosphere. They have live music there, so they have a lot of things going on in downtown. Also, one of the main attractions will probably be the Amalie Arena. That's right where the Tampa Bay Lightning play. So you can catch a game in the Tampa Bay Lightning right by Water Street. Or if hockey in your jam, they bring in a ton of events there. Everything from something on ice to like a comedy show to they bring in all the top names in music there for your concerts. So that downtown Tampa really has it all, and it is highly walkable, which I really like. And just the views and the vibes and the people and everything just really come together and bring the city to life over here in downtown Tampa. Now on to Tampa's one of the most popular and sought after places to live, South Tampa. South Tampa is great because it has a mixture of single family homes and a lot of things to do. So it's actually that perfect blend for families and for young professionals to live in. Now, to get a home here, there's going to be, it is already fully built out. So you will find a lot of these older homes built like in the 50s and the 60s. However, you'll find some homes you might be able to find that are like some tear down and rebuilds. That might be your best option to go with if you want more of the newer construction. Now, there are a lot of things to do in South Tampa, and it is right next to downtown Tampa, or like Hyde Park. So there is extremely close, and there's a lot of things to do out there. Some of my favorites are like some of the restaurants. Some of my favorites are going to be like Olivia, which is a really nice restaurant, great quality food, great cocktails as well. Or a little hidden gem like Pho 813, great noodle shop, great bowls of pho. It actually is pretty unique because they have this little robot comes up and serves you your food, comes up and gives you your check as well. So that is a nice little touch as well, living in South Tampa. They do have a handful of shops and boutiques and plenty of different little things to do, as well as like a lot of different bars and unique restaurants as well. It is right by Bayshore as well, which you can find, which is the longest continuous sidewalk in the world, matter of fact. And then that's right where they have Tampa's major parade, which is the third largest parade in America, called Gasparilla. It comes every January. You'll see people from Tampa all over, and the surrounding cities and suburbs come in and join in on this huge parade and festival, mainly themed around pirates. South Tampa also has one of the oldest and probably the most well-known steakhouses in Tampa, called Burns Steakhouse, arguably one of the best steakhouses in Tampa. Now you go down the street of right where Burns is, go down a little bit further on Howard Avenue, they will have a lot of different nice restaurants like your Bula, or they'll have like Green Lemon, a great taco spot where they have DJs come in on Taco Tuesdays. You go down a little bit further on South Howard, and then that's where the bar scene comes into play. So if you're single into the bar scene, it does get really loud out there, but they got a lot of different bars and little restaurants. That's where the nightlife comes into play. The nightlife does get pretty loud. It does get a little bit pretty crazy out there. Tons of people, more of a party nightlife type of vibe, if that's your jam. So that South Tampa does have a wide variety of things to offer. Everything from your quiet living all the way into your party life. And it's also right by MacDill Air Force Base. So if you happen to be active duty, wanting to live close to the base, I would highly recommend checking out South Tampa as your place to live. All right, next on the list of where to live is the Heights, which is located just north of downtown Tampa. It's a great place to live, both for single young professionals and families alike. Now, they do have a lot of older homes since it is already fully built out. However, you will find a lot of the homes getting torn down and rebuilds as well. So you'll find a lot of these nice new modern homes. The Heights offers plenty of activities and things to do, both for family and young professionals, like Armature Works. Armature Works is a spot for everyone. They have events there for the kids and the families alike, where it's a huge lawn area, and they have like little outdoor movie nights, and they bring in all types of different types of events and pop-up spots and concerts as well. Inside Armature Works is like a big food hall, so they have like a bar and endless options of food. Upstairs you'll find like a Imbird, which is a bar slash restaurant slash little nightclub event as well. So that is a great spot to go, both for family and single people alike. You venture out a little bit north of the Heights, you're going to get to Florida Avenue. Now, Florida Avenue inside the Heights, that's where you'll have a little bit of everything for the nightlife. They have your real nice restaurants. One I'll recommend in particular is the Sea House. That is excellent quality food, and everything's really walkable. So you get out the Sea House, you just get done with your food. You can just walk down and venture off to different bars and restaurants. A lot of people go to like Front Porch, or one of my favorites is going to be Mandarin Heights. Mandarin Heights is a great place to go for a great cocktail. It has an indoor and outdoor, so a great type of vibe, great cocktails, great place to go. Another one of my favorite restaurants that I would highly recommend in the Heights is a place called Ichoto Ramen. Now it's a ramen noodle spot, which is amazing. Matter of fact, it is on the Michelin guide for restaurants. So that goes to show you how good of a restaurant it is. And it is also a great type of vibe in there as well. So you could just venture down Florida Avenue, everything's walkable, and you could get to a bunch of different little bars and restaurants, great for nightlife, and I would highly recommend checking that out over there in the Heights. All right, last but not least, on one of the top 5 suburbs of Tampa that I would recommend is the Brandon Riverview area. Brandon Riverview area is southeast of downtown Tampa, and it is mainly geared towards families. I lived in Riverview for around 5 years before coming to downtown Tampa, so it is not too bad for young professionals as well. However, it doesn't have all the things to do. It is more geared towards families. Like you have your Brandon Mall, and you have like your Top Golf, and you have like your Dave and Buster's, and your Bass Pro Shop, and things of that nature. So it is. You will need a car out there. Everything's not walkable over there. However, they do have a little bit of a lot of things to do as far as like family activities. They do have a great homes. It is a lot more affordable to live out in the Brandon Riverview area, but it is more rural, more geared towards family. However, you hop on the Crosstown, which is a paid toll, and you can get to downtown Tampa in like 15 minutes. So it's not that bad of a drive if you want to venture out and get towards where all the action's at. If you are geared more towards family, you can just stay in the area and have a lot of nice things to do over there in Brandon Riverview area. So that is an awesome spot to stop, or awesome spot to live, and I would recommend checking out Brandon Riverview as a place to live in Tampa. And there you have it, the top 5 suburbs of Tampa, and hopefully the answer to the question on which part of Tampa you want to call home. It's not going to be the same for everyone, and it's all geared around your lifestyle, which is the question you want to ask yourself, where I want to live in Tampa that's geared right towards me. It's not going to be the same whether or not you're more family orientated or you're more of a single young professional. So hopefully this video gave you insight on the different suburbs and which one is going to be right for you. If you want to call Tampa your home, just reach out to me or my partner James. All of our information is in the description below. And until next time, I hope to see you guys around town.